Oh,
No music,
hold on. I'm
honey.
trying to get to somewhere where there's light.
No
Hold on.
music.
But I'm ready though, and away from the music, so you don't get flagged. But I'm ready though. Can you hear me?
You look dressed up. What's going on?
Oh, I was at a house party.
There is no men at the house party?
Yeah, but
Y'all gotta
nah.
stop me. Listen, I love that y'all watch me. I love that y'all call me. But when y'all out in real life, be in real life. You might meet a man in real life, which is even better.
Yeah, but those men are not my type.
So why was you at the
You
house party?
to have fun and enjoy myself. It's Saturday.
Okay, fair enough. Did you know some? I mean, like, is it your friend's party?
Yeah,
Okay. What's
yeah.
wrong with the men? Why are they not your type?
Um, not just by looking. I mean, I don't know their business, but like, um, first of all, it's an African party, and if you know anything about African men, they will treat you like a queen. They will take care of you, honey. You will never go without. But at the same time, they do it for her, and her. And I don't have time for that.
BG, stay in the light, baby. Stay in the light.
Okay, I'm trying to like, is this good enough?
Okay, if you stay right there, I'll work with it. Okay. We kind of hear the music, so I hope I don't get flagged.
Oh, well, then let me go further down because I don't want you to get flagged now, all because of
Yes.
me trying to find a man.
Well, I want you to stay in the light though too. So we gotta
Yeah,
no music, but still have good light.
yeah, I'm almost to the next street light. But I've been on before. I don't know if you remember me.
Yeah, BG Miami. She's a mental health clinician. 35 Pisces, no kids. Have you ever been married?
Nope.
Nope. All right. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
All right. So I do need your help in trying to figure that part out, right? So I've always seen how you keep it honest when people present unrealistic expectations when it comes to a partner. So I'll tell you what I'm looking for, and then you counter that with if it's superficial, unrealistic, and all that. I do want to hear your opinion.
Well, let
Uh,
before I go there, and let me say this: dating is not one size fit all. So before you even tell me what you want, have you ever met the man that you desire to date?
ye-
Did he
yes.
want to date you back?
Ye- yeah,
Then why are you not with that man?
because they always have wives or girlfriends.
Well, he's not okay. So, well, you did. I did ask the question: have you met him? Did he want to date you back? So he was in a relationship. So you want that version single. So let's get into it. What kind of man you looking for?
All right, so I do really honestly believe that my man is not in America. I strongly believe that he is in France or somewhere. I love me a French man. I really, really do.
You want a
Um,
white man?
Child, here come the oh she hates herself comments. Go ahead, flood it. I do like white men. I do like a white French man. I am attracted to that. But is that what I will date only? Absolutely not. Long as you were born with the penis, and oh yeah, I gotta say that nowadays, honey. Someone tall. I love a tall man. I love climbing on trees, honey. Yes. Um but if he's like, 5'9", okay, 5'10", 11, but them sixes, yeah, I like that. In terms of income, I'll say, oh my goodness, at minimum, maybe I don't know, 250.
That's the minimum.
Yeah,
Okay. 250 is the minimum. So if you made 150K, that one he couldn't hang with you?
God, you always ask the other girls that too. You know what? Maybe so, but it just depends on how what his goals are. Like, are you really so comfortable in 150 that you're not trying to move up more? You get what I'm saying? If you're content with that and you're able to like travel with me and take care of yourself, then that's none of my business. Um, so yeah, I just don't want to take care of no man.
What you want with me?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, first of all, let me say this while I find this light, honey. Last time I came on, it was some people basically judging me because I didn't look like this. I had just came from work. I had just came from is this good light?
I'll work with this. I can work with this.
Okay, so I had just came because I travel for work a lot, and I had just came from a meeting. So it was a basic meeting, work related, and I didn't look like this because it was a regular work meeting. And apparently that wasn't good enough for the people, honey. And in my head, I'm like, okay, that's so stupid because I gave my IG. Obviously, that's where I clean up at. But anyway, but I got them today.
Okay. All right. So let's start. So your name is BG, or what's your name, honey?
BG.
Yeah, it's so funny. I thought I heard crickets, and then I heard some. I just saw somebody say in the comments. But we're gonna crickets is better than music. We're gonna work with it. BG, what city you calling me from?
I'm currently in Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh, I'm from Connecticut. Do you live there?
No, I just, again, I travel a lot for work, so I'm just up here for work.
Okay. Where do you
Yeah,
live?
Miami.
Oh, okay, Miami. So BG, how old are you, love?
36. That was
30.
another thing. Somebody said I do not look 36. I look like 40 something, 50 something. I was like, dang, did I look that messy? But hopefully I look my age today or younger. I don't know, but anyway.
Let's keep going. So BG, what do you do for a living, mama?
I am a mental health clinician.
Do you have any kids?
No, not yet. That's so scary though. Every time somebody asks me that question, because time is ticking.
Okay. BG, and what's your zodiac sign?
I am a full blown Pisces.
So we got BG 36 Pisces, Hartford, Connecticut, Miami, mental health clinician, no kids, never married, right?
Never married.
All right. All right, boo. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I don't even know anymore because I feel like every time I come across a man, it's like some kind of disappointment each and every time. It's like physically, they're like, okay, I like what I see. But then when they open their mouth, it's just like, oh my God, like, shut up. um, and then it's like, if it's not that, it's like they have kids, and that's like, I don't want a man with kids unless that child is like, you know, younger than 6 months and the mama's dead and he has no contact with the whole mama side of the family.
Girl, what?
I just don't want a man with kids, but like I would settle for something like that kind of scenario. But I don't know anymore. At this
You was
point,
settle for a newborn baby when the mama died?
yeah, why not? Is that unrealistic?
That's tragic.
That's tragic. I mean, I'm a mental health clinician. I'll fix them up.
How about we just try to find you a man with no kids? Okay, so girl, what else?
You know what? I just really want a man. I said this last time and I'm gonna say it again. A male that came out of his mother's womb with a penis. It's 2024. You got to say that nowadays. Not one that was surgically attached. You had to be born with one. um, and that is doing well for himself. Like, when finances come into play, I feel like men get intimidated when they can't keep up. But like if let's say I do make more than you, be okay with that, cuz at the end of the day, you're the one wearing the pants, not me. I like my panties, I like my dresses and my skirts. Like you'll always be like the leader. You get what I'm saying? So I say that for finances, and then of course have no kids, be respectful, um, be honest. That's so hard for men, and I don't know why, but be honest. Yeah, and don't have
Be
any
honest
side
in what
families
way?
in every way. Like even if you know it's gonna hurt my feelings, tell me anyway. You already know it's gonna hurt my feelings, so tell me. Let me be hurt, and then we'll deal from there.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you want any paid questions?
Oh Lord, yes, take them, child.
Okay. So Coffee Killer said she just proved that black women don't want to compete for any man. Your expectations are too high. The man she wants probably isn't checking for her.
To be honest with you, not to be honest, but I'll say this: the man that I want probably isn't even in this country. I really do feel
Wait,
like
what do you want again?
the man that I want, basically what I just said, but I feel like I've had enough of American men in terms of how they treat women. I just feel like every time I travel or meet somebody from a different country, it's just like the mannerism, the way that they treat women is completely different. And I love that. Like what I just said, African men, they will treat you like a queen. No questions. No questions, but they have their flaws. Um, if that makes sense. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
okay, continue.
No, go ahead.
All men have their flaws, and all African men do not cheat. So FYI, but I understand what you're saying, girl. But that's not my experience. But back to you. I want to keep it a focus on you. Do you tend to, because what you described, I've met that man 10,000 times in America.
I guess I've met them 10,000 times too.
So
But
you
they're
just said
not
you want all these.
ready.
Okay.
They're not ready. They're like, I meet them, but the things that I want, they're not ready for it. It's like, I don't know if it's that they're not ready for it, or I'm just like not the one that they're ready to do it with. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Taking
what
it
Coffee Killer is saying. He's saying that the man you want probably isn't checking for you back. And then that could be the issue. And if that's the case, are you willing, I don't know, to make any perfections to be in that type of man's radar?
Absolutely. I am most certainly willing to change what I don't want to say change, but to enhance whatever I need to within myself for him and vice versa. I'm just afraid of settling. I don't want to come across as if I'm settling for this guy that I'm searching for. Um but whatever I need to do to fix myself, of course,
What would
every
be
day.
settling to you?
Settling to me is basically going for some of the opposites that I don't want, in a guy. Like, go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So to just go for the opposites of what like I don't want, you know, and then, being unhappy, throughout the relationship. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Listen, I was talking, I'm not sure if it was on this platform or if it was one of the platforms, but I've been traveling doing the speed dating live in person in different cities. And the thing that I have learned that I'm not going to be able to fix is always either 80% women to 20% men. Sometimes it could be 70 to 30, but it's that drastic. It's literally, let's just say 70% women looking for a pool of 30% men. So this is just sure, this is just data. And in every city, the way we do it, we base it off of the men. And the men got to pick in order to do speed dating. And obviously there's not enough men for every woman.
Right.
So sometimes they have to, talk to the women and kind of console them for not getting chose for speed dating. But it's a wake up call, I think, because I think women just have to know the data, like the amount of men. And obviously your pool can open up if you're open to all races. Those things open your pool up if you're willing to travel and things of that nature. But Either way, we'll keep going. You got some more paid questions, girl. L double I said, you don't have to settle. Please go across seas and find what you're looking for. Respectfully salute you. But you know, maybe off seas, if you go across seas, you might be making more than him, but you don't care, right?
As long as he can handle it, I don't care. Like I said, like he's the man, not me. If it's
Okay.
not a problem, then it's okay.
Okay. She doesn't want to come across as settling to who?
To the
Um,
man, what?
no, God, you
Well,
can answer that if you want to.
yeah, I don't. If I'm settling, obviously, I recognize that I'm settling. I don't want to settle. Is that what she's asking? To who? Me?
I think we kind of talked about that already.
Yeah.
Stacey said, would you date an Indian man or an Asian man?
I will date any man as long as they were born with a penis, honey. I would date. I'm not focused. Like I'm not. I don't. I'm not one of those girls who's like, oh, I want a black king. I just want a king. I don't care where he's from.
Well, you brought up born with a penis again. Divine Photo said, what kind of men are you meeting for? What kind of men are you meeting for you to question his privates? Have you been intentionally to men? Wait, have you been intentional to the men you want?
I'm not meeting anybody where I have to question their privates. We're just in 2024, and as a mental health clinician, right, I am very much aware that there are a lot of men who weren't born men. You get what I'm saying? So it's from experience in terms of professionalism. That's all. So I do
Okay.
have to apply that to my personal life. I know what's going on out here.
Okay, fair enough. Did I ask you if the guy got to look a certain way? I'm trying to figure out where I'm at with my questions.
I would love for him to be. I'm one of those girls who like tall men. I love to climb trees, honey. But if he's like, like 5'11", I don't know, 6 foot, whatever, that's fine with me. I just want to be in love. Like, to be honest with you, I just really want to find my person, and we are just, a perfect match. We sit, we converse. Oh, I was about to say conversate. So ghetto. We converse about our likes, our dislikes, how we want to build our foundation, how we want to raise kids, where do we want to live. I definitely don't want to live in America and raise children here.
Well, then, if that's
So
the case, if you know that you don't want to live in America, you don't want to raise kids in America, what country do you want to live in?
I don't know yet. It's just it France or Africa, Europe or
Well,
Africa.
listen, let me tell you something. Black women, if y'all go to Africa, you're not gonna have no problem getting a man. There's a lot of men. Like you will outnumber the men in Africa. I mean, they can just take anything, of course, but the numbers will be in your favor. So if that's really what your plan is, girl, get to moving and meet your man in real time there. If your plan in real life is really to move to Africa and start a new life in that country, make that your focus and meet the guy in Africa. You will meet a man fast in Africa because the numbers are on your side.
Okay, I hear you.
But I mean, you want to continue? Now we done solved your problem. Or get this. If you open to that, you're gonna get men in Africa right now. It's gonna reach out to you. So would you help a man from Africa get to America?
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I don't even want to be here. So why would I help him come here? That's crazy. No.
Okay. So you want to go to Africa and you're gonna stay. Have you
Yeah.
ever visited?
Yes, I love Africa. I've been to Morocco, Senegal,
Okay.
Ghana, Nigeria. Girl, I've been.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So does the guy got to make a certain amount of money? I think your answer was no, right?
I don't want him to be like dead ass broke, like to the point where I'm taking care of him. But if he's making like a sufficient amount of money to the point where he's able to take care of himself, and like if I say, let's travel, if we travel somewhere and it's like 2 or 3 times a year, he's able to do that. And if he's not and he wants me to travel without him, I want him to be cool with that too. I just don't want a man to hold me back in that department because he's lacking. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And I don't want him to view it as lacking. I just want him to view it as he's content with where he's at, or he just needs to work harder.
Okay. Hold on. Let me respond to the. I think this question's for me. Antoine Crown. Antoine Crown said, Kendra, I'm confused. Is it okay to date a person without a U.S. citizenship or not? So I said this time and time again. Y'all grown, do whatever you want to do. But the reality is still the same. In her case, She says she's trying to move to Africa. She didn't say that y'all are saying, okay, I think he's talking about when they talk about the passport bros. The analogy that I'm under the impression the passport bros is you go to a different country and you bring her back to America. And I will stand on the same thing in that scenario for a woman. You go to a different country and bring a man back to America. There's no guarantee he's going to stay with you and commit to you, vice versa. In her case, Antoine, if you want to compare, she says she wants to move to Africa. So she
Right.
wants to move to Africa, live in Africa. That is her new world. So with that being said, I said meet a man in Africa. You want to move there, start your life there. It's a whole different scenario. Y'all be
Right.
trying to compare everything without comparing everything right. We have the echo now, so let me move fast. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Ooh, the Kendra Cam, honey. Hold on. Hold on. Can you do me a favor right quick? Oh, she's so drunk she can't even hear me. Hold on. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see my full body, will you? Hold on. I'm gonna turn you sideways just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Can you see?
Okay. Can we see him? Okay. Okay.
Hold
Okay, girl.
on. My battery. Hold on.
Your phone about to die?
Yeah, I've been trying to get on you since like Instagram, but
Okay, no,
I
BG,
guess.
we got you, girl. We see you, honey.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if your battery's about to die, let's move fast. When was your last relationship?
um, my last relationship. Ooh, some minute ago. I had a situationship that was going on a few months ago, but I ended that. So it's been a minute.
Okay. You
I
don't have
ain't
to
been
answer.
a girlfriend in a minute.
You ain't been a girlfriend in how long?
The last time I was a girlfriend, it was about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Eight, yeah, approaching 8 years.
And why do you think you've been single so long?
Because I'm too picky. I have these high ass standards that a lot of people don't like. A lot of people want me to lower them so badly. But there's a part of me that's like, I'm afraid to do that because that comes into that fear of settling. I don't want to settle. I know my person is out there somewhere. Like you said, I just need to, instead of, always traveling for work, because I don't necessarily have to do that in the States, I can just, still keep my job and like go overseas and, travel and potentially meet my mate.
Well, no,
So
I said that because you said you wanted to move there. So let's be
right, I
clear.
do want to move there. Like yeah, I receive what you said and I agree with you, but at the same time, because I'm so open to any culture, nationality, um just traveling, period. I know he's out there, I just don't know where he's
I think
at.
here's the reality, BG, because you mentioned settle a lot of times. You don't want to lower your standards, and that's fair. But that means you're really gonna have to learn the man that you say you want to date and see if you're willing to become what he wants back. Because that's where the deal can't get closed. Because the men that you're currently attracting, you don't want those men for whatever reason, and there might be legitimate reasons. But the men that you would like to date, you're not really attracting them. So maybe start becoming friends with them. Like start finding out or have a friend like that that will give you real talk and then say, okay, well, this is what this type of man is looking for or what you should focus on. One thing I've learned from here, a lot of men tend to like older. So I would tell women focus 5 years or older from whatever your age is. Start focusing older because men, excuse me, men like younger at most of the times. So think 5 or 6 years older because that's the type of guy that might value you the way you want to be valued. I don't want your phone to die. Are you on the Kendra G
No,
singles
I'm
dating app?
good.
Oh, you're good?
um yeah, I'm good. I still got like about 20%. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
He would be lucky to be with me because I bring peace. I literally do bring peace. um I I'm very focused and driven, and I'm aware of a lot of things. I'm emotionally intelligent. I have to be because of my career. I'm sufficient. I really do think I check all the boxes for the right individual. No question mark. Um, why else would he be happy? Because I'm just me. Like, I'm BG. I'm a goofball with my guy. Like, we'll have a blast. We'll always have fun. And I know how to problem solve. So don't ever worry about us be like getting into an argument and then like I storm out or I overreact. I know how to handle stuff like that. So again, I bring peace. I'm not a dramatic individual. So definitely
Okay.
bring happiness.
All right. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
No, do I have
All
to
right. You
pay?
got to download the app in order for the guy to reach out to you.
Okay, so I will download the app and I guess
What's your
okay,
I know your name is not just BG. Do you have a nickname? You can use it as a username.
BG.
So you want to make
Uh,
it 3 letters at least for your nickname.
so I guess just to keep it simple, I name BG on YouTube and just they'll say,
Okay, that would
can I
be
go do usernames?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Your username. So your username would be BG on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, baby girl. Keep me posted how it goes.
Girl, pray for me, honey.
I
Pray
mean,
for me.
listen. It's not about prayer. Faith without works is dead. And I think we've been trying to tell you a lot in this interview, but I think you're being resistant to it. I think you're being resistant to it. And, when I just asked you why God would be lucky to be with you, you said a lot of things, but you need to really have real talk conversations with the kind of men you say you want to date. And you need to ask them, or y'all could just observe too. Like another thing, instead of not just having conversations, when you see the kind of men you want to date, observe who they date. Observe who they're wifing up. Observe the reasons why they're wifing them up. If you want to close a deal and have results. And this is just, I sit here when I host this show, it's very challenging because there's a lot of things sometimes I want to say, but I don't say because I understand that I don't ever want to come across as mean spirit. That really isn't my goal. But I think if results is the goal and you want to get results, you want to find your person, you want to start life, you got to start learning men. All women, y'all got to start really learning men and learning what matters to them and the type of man you say you want. Because you might learn it and then might say,
Yeah.
I don't want to become this woman for this man. I don't want to do this for this man. Like that might come with it once you learn more. But I think y'all are missing that big situation. You have to learn these men.
Okay, so then I'll end with this. Whatever guide that I somewhat described, if you think you meet what I'm looking for, message me and let me know what it is that you're looking for and how I could fit that box and see if we can get something going. Don't me- This is a lot. This Let me say this from last time. I don't know what's wrong with men. Men are so these men that I would never approach, wouldn't even look their way. Last time I came on here, they were like, oh, because I didn't look like how I'm looking now, they were like, oh, the black community don't want me, somebody else can have me. And then jumped in my DMs and told me how much of a beautiful smile that I have and how much they like my personality. But nigga, you just gave me away. Like you gave me to another community. Like what?
What
Something
is
is wrong with men. So if you're that kind of guy, don't message me. But if you're like really seriously searching for somebody to like, do life with and you think I meet what you're looking for and vice versa, please like inbox me. Not to beg, because I'm not begging. I'm not a beggar, but take me off the market, child. It's ghetto out in these streets.
Let me say this to that. I have a lot of male friends that when we talk, and I be wanting them to come on the show, and they could give real talk conversation, but they don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings, right? And they might want to say certain things, but they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. When you find men who are deliberately like, because you can give criticism, but sometimes there are men that give criticism because they're hurt and they really want to hurt you back. So those type of men, we could say pray for them because I call them the security guards at the club The big guy who was
Mm.
probably a big high school football star, didn't make it to the NFL. Now he a
He did.
club security guy, and now all he could do is hate on all the pretty girls that's trying to get in the club because he's bitter at how life cards were dealt for him. So there are some men who do have genuine criticism that women should learn from. And then there are some men who are just bitter as hell that are trying to hurt you. And you gotta
Right.
decipher between both. We gotta go, but
Absolutely.
I will say this: go back in the party, enjoy the party. You never know, like you might just end up having a conversation with someone, and next thing you know, y'all might have coffee the next day. Like, don't negate your real life. I think I love that y'all call me, but I feel like y'all missing out on real life when you just call me. Go back in that party and enjoy yourself, girl.
All right. I'll take a shot for you and for these advices, honey.
Bye, baby. Bye,
Thank you
boo.
so
Bye.
much.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.